So in reality, come up with the revenue function. Don't I have to anti-differentiate?
Yes.
All right, let me put these together better then. I think what I really meant to say is this. Total revenue could be interpreted as, well, the initial revenue plus the evaluation of the definite integral from 0 to t of my derivative function for total revenue. And I gotta confess to you guys, I've got some integrand position. I really do need to change the variable integration. I don't care what you call it. So I think what I really have is my r of 0. Plus.
What?
See, that's what I did.
Ah.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
The integral of 0 to t
Yeah.
of I've lost it. 10x squared over x cubed plus 1. Or shall I say 3 plus, I really don't know. Oh, yeah, is that a 10/3? Natural log of x cubed plus 1.
So if I didn't do the from 0 to t and I just put through or solved for c, so if I set t equal to 0 and then found a constant, just did a generic integration, found a constant and set c equal to 30,000, since I know that r of 0 is 30,000.
Yeah, that's the initial.
Yeah.
I see your point. Yeah, you can get away with it that way.
Okay.
I suppose.
All right.
What if I didn't integrate from 0 to t, but I integrated r of t? I kept, instead of dx, I kept it dt.
Did you keep this as a t as well?
No,
What'd you call that?
I didn't have any bounds. I just integrated it.
Oh, but then you could generate a constant of integration. What'd you do with the constant?
I don't know.
Do you see my point? If you're going to evaluate an indefinite integral, that's fine, but correctly, using correct notation, you come up with some garbage here at t plus c.
Oh,
But C is 30,000.
C is what?
C is 3.
I added 30,000. Yeah. I think.
Well, you mean it'd be 3 if you didn't have the first term here.
But you gave it to us. Add 0.
No, I'm saying you're correct, I'm just saying, you wouldn't have written this plus this. You would have said, just the integral, and by the way, when I find c, it'll be 3. That's okay, I can buy that. But the way I have it written, then your c would be 0. In the end, you come to the same answer, don't you? But sir, I just think aesthetically, my way is more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, because I'm not saying you're wrong, it just sounds like you're hand waving. Oh, here's an indefinite integral. Oh, by the way, let me come back to this case where I can think of as a definite. It sounds kind of funny.
Okay. Well, I also said r of 0 is equal to
No.
3.
To 3. That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, no,
that's why I addressed his question by saying, yeah, that cost could be 3, but then you wouldn't have this front term out.
I think I got.
You would have just said,
over
let me deal with
three.
this one.
Yeah. Okay.
I could buy that.
Is it,
Sir.
is it wrong? Okay, so I used substitution for x cubed.
I did too, I just did it in my head.
But then like when instead of using ln, I brought the 1 over u, I brought it to the top, and I said it as and integrated it right.
Oh, hold it, everybody. Can I erase this? Not that it's wrong,
So,
but he's
what-
got a good question. I'll come to it in a minute. I promise I will. Sir?
Just set up a question about how many points you would take off if we didn't write or verify the interval.
But if you didn't
from
define,
0 to t, and just.
but if you didn't put 0 to t, what did you get down here?
I got 30,000. I just 30,000 plus 10.
So the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah. But I just didn't put the 0 to t.
But when you make a jump from here to here, you would have had a constant integration. Wouldn't you, with an indefinite integral? Do you see my point? I mean, I might
Good.
attack you a point,
Then you could
because
just
it's not
set.
as aesthetically pleasing to me.
You could just set x equal to 0 and solve for the constant.
That's true. That's what a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And the constant they got depended on whether or not they put the first term out here or not. With no first term, the constant's 3.
Yeah.
When you do put the first term out here, then your constant ends up being 0. Either way, you get the same answer.
So how come you put 3 up there and not 30,000?
Tens and thousands.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't
Jesus.
see that at first.
Why didn't T instead of A?
My apologies, ma'am. I'm wrong. You're right. That's my mistake. You guys, check this out. I mean, when I asked you to evaluate the interval, since I skipped you any steps, don't you guys agree that this really should be the blue thing? Not the X I had there. I didn't mean to make that mistake, that really was my mistake. I gotta give everybody a point.
Plus one.
Yes.
You gotta do 11 now. Isn't that supposed to be the absolute value also?
It is, it's just that I recognize that for these values of X, they're all positive. You're right, in general, particularly when you don't have these here, definitely absolute values, because you don't know what's going on. I just happen to know what's going on, because I'm in the right neighborhood.
Suit or something.
Come on, you guys attack me. Oh, there is somebody else. Reza. Do you guys mind if I go back? I want a yes or no answer. Do you guys agree with this? Trying to fill in my steps.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Because somebody asked me to go back a step.
No, I know, but I stopped there because I was like, oh, that can't be right, and then I gave it to
Oh,
Yeah.
don't be like that. Have confidence.
Sorry.
So, in upping the exponent by 1 divided by the new exponent, what do I get?
That's not right.
No, it's
Yeah, you get nothing. I think I've got a serious problem here. Technically speaking, 1 over u is actually u raised to the negative 1 power. Now when I up my exponent by 1 divide by the new exponent, what do I get? I get 0.
You get
I
undefined.
can't hear you. See, I
Undefined.
think you get something completely undefined. When I raise the exponent by 1 divide by the new exponent, I divide it by 0. What happened? What
Wormhole.
happened?
Wormhole.
I couldn't hear you.
Wormhole.
A wormhole. Yeah, the wormhole is that power rule for anti-differentiation doesn't work when n is equal to negative
If
1.
it was square root of u, 1 over square root of u would have.
Then it would have been
I
negative 1.
don't know why I was so used to
I
doing problems like that. I like my head is spinning.
It's better to make a silly mistake than something more serious.
I'm
So you
not
guys,
sure about that. Oh, it's silly.
so I guess I kind of stuck. No power rule. I just probably have to give you the answer as a natural log of u. Then evaluate it. Here we go. Better? Everybody?
Because I was always confused on, I mean, it's a little clear now, but when we have a fraction of sorts, we would, sometimes we would use natural log and sometimes we wouldn't. And we would only do that if it was, say, a square root or anything along those lines. We wouldn't use the natural log in that case. We would just
Correct.
use the,
In the end, let me fill in all the details. In the end, you're only going to get a natural log if, with some kind of u sub, even though you might do it in your head, with some kind of u sub, you really do end up with 1 over that variable of integration. That's when you generate the natural log. If it's 1 over u raised to any other power than 1 downstairs, then you've got issues, can't generate the natural log. You simply revert back to using the power rule for anti-differentiation. I agree. So can I, because I'm out of time for the break, my wife was watching TV last night, and a commercial came on. I couldn't believe the commercial. Do you guys recognize those commercials where they've got this man, he's very straight-faced, and he's talking to these kids and chairs around him?
yeah, I remember.
Oh, AT&T.
Is that what, I don't even know what it was.
It's fun.
I was so upset. She said, stop being so upset. The guy said, can you guys think of something really, really big? And one of the children said, yeah, infinity. And then another child said, oh, I got a bigger one, infinity plus 1. And the man said, well, you guys, I was hoping to give me something even bigger, like infinity plus infinity. Isn't that awful? Because infinity plus 1 is the same as infinity plus infinity. I was so disappointed.
But it was infinity times infinity with the other girls.
Yeah, I heard that. I was just upset by what he said. Can we take our 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Oy.